So I kept on walking along this street for another 10 minutes. I think I passed through a European market or square. Now I came across this flame ceremony. Eternal flame ceremony. I think it's a structure for the people who fell in Bosnia, different wars. The ceremonial structure is in despair, no maintenance, the walls are peeling, but I pay respect to people who have fought for the city. This is the neighborhood, very European. I think we're out of the Islamic downtown circle. Yeah, all the European city center. Not many people, to be honest with you. Not many people. Maybe it's February. Maybe. But yeah, this is any European town. I wouldn't be surprised. We see that, you know. A tram, yellow tram. I want to ride in there. Maybe a day before I fly back. My plan is for tomorrow I will join a group tour to Mostar among others. Then I will from Mostar go to some other Croatian cities, so I can cover 2 countries on this trip. Okay, I'm gonna pause a little. The balcony. Look at this. Look at the window, the way it's open. You see, it's very European way of opening. It doesn't swing on the side, it swings at the bottom. Hinges at the bottom, not on the sides. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, I'm gonna pause a little. I walked for the last about 9 or 10 minutes and arrived at this outskirt area. This is the river. It's running, shouting. It's quite moving. It's quite angry, aggressive, but it's cute. The color is yellow. Has lots of sediment in them. You see? It has different elevation, causing a little fall effect. It's called the Miljacka River. I did a Google search on Miljacka River in Bosnia. It's famous for many bridges along the way. One of which is called Latin Bridge. Is where the assassination of Austrian-Hungarian king happened, which caused the chain effects that eventually led to World War I. You see the train track? I remember I was dropped off here, around here, yesterday afternoon after the shuttle from the airport, I can see the glory one time this area had. It's not right next to the river. The river bank is low. It's only like, it's below my hip. Perhaps it's easier for people to admire the river. Alright, I'm gonna walk along the river and to see what I can see. It's actually quite chilly today. I wish I had my underpants on. But I don't have it on. I wish I had it on. In the event. And I'm still looking for my breakfast. I haven't seen one that I want to come in and eat. Maybe I have already passed the land bridge. That's okay. I can always come back. But according to the Google search, it's famous for many bridges on them. It's not wide, so building a bridge should not be a mechanical maneuver. Should be relatively easy, perhaps. I'm not a mechanical person, but that's just my guess. You see the fall? The little fall elevation difference causes lots of bubble being generated, and which makes the water appear white. Like emulsification of the liquid. It becomes white because all the air bubble being trapped in there. This is the tram. Yeah, not from this way. I don't see land bridge. Maybe I way past that point. Maybe I way past that point. One more time. What I would do, I really don't see much. I'll keep on walking for another few minutes perhaps. Then I will cut across, make a left turn. I know that perhaps the forehead is of high elevation because the water just kept falling down the stairs, the direction of stairs, you see, from upper to lower. Am I climbing? Maybe I am. The elevation is different, right? Mr. Mouse? My hands are cold even with gloves on. You can see it's quite chilly today. Perhaps also I didn't have my food down yet this morning. I'm not that hungry, but I could use some food. Oh, I'm walking back now. I understand. I think I was walking through that way parallel to the river. Wow, burger! I can do some burger. Even I can do some burger. Okay. Are they open? They open late. Stuff open late here. Stuff open late here. Okay, I'm gonna pause a little. I was in the cold for the last 2 hours or so. I finally found a little restaurant and ordered a cheese sandwich. I thought it says breaded cheese. I thought it was chicken sticks, cheese sticks, but it's a burger. It's a bread, cheese sticks, and orange juice in a bottle, and a cappuccino. They give you a glass of water always. I learned that it's quite a European culture. Everything comes down to about 15 marks. It's me. It's me. I was happy that I was able to get some food in a warm environment as I did. I just stepped out. The place didn't have a toilet, so I might go back to my studio apartment around maybe 2 o'clock. Hopefully by then they should have somebody on the property because their checking hours are 2. I just came across this remnants. It appears to be some sort of old, it's called the baston, some sort of remnants. This reminds me of what I saw in Georgia, country Georgia. The old town has also something like this. Ooh, I'm visibly cold. I'm visibly cold. And this is Hotel Europe. Maybe they have toilets. This is really old. Their walls are low. Is it really like a basement? Some sort of basement? They have arched walls. Look at this arched door. It's very much like what I saw in Georgia, country Georgia. Alright, I'm gonna go into the hotel to see if they have restrooms I can use. Okay. So I went into Hotel Europe. A big thank you to Hotel Europe. The front desk lady was kind to allow me to use their toilet without any engagement. Thank you again. So no snow anymore, but no sun either. It's cloudy. It's kind of chilly too still. I have about 28% battery left. On this battery, I still have a spare battery. My plan is to sightsee until 2, go back to hotel. Hopefully I can see a live person. I will pay them. Then, interesting. Then do some stuff. Already? Alright. I came across Land Bridge. That's Land Bridge. It's just a stone bridge made of stone blocks. I think the direction was correct. It's uphill and that's downhill from the flow of the water. That's a museum of Latin Bridge, of that famous assassination right before World War One. I'm going to pay a visit. It's me! It's me! Interesting. What is this? A chair? A throne? That looks like a mosaic. You see how detailed from bigger blocks to smaller blocks. That itself took a lot of human power. That's a museum. I will visit. Oh, the detail. I mean, random. The blocks are random. Their railing is very low. Look at my fellow passenger. They're like half lower than the pelvic, lower than the butt. It's very low. Their rail garland is very low. That's River Miljacka. River Miljacka. World War One. Wish that forever be in the past. No more wars. No more wars. Museum. Interesting. You see how they put the blocks so randomly. There is no rule, whatever. Like, I like this block here, a rectangle, a square, a brown, a white, a pink. That's pretty freedom. I see yellow. I see red. Austrian-Hungarian structure. Perhaps that's Austria yellow. Perhaps that's it. So I'm going to pay a visit of the museum now. This is the other side of the river. Oh, the birds! Man, they startled me. They did. Yeah. Travel with a big luggage is behind me. I won't travel with a big luggage until I had to. Unless I had to. Now I travel with very little luggage. A carry-on for 2 weeks. Minimum clothing. Absolute necessity. Everything with absolute necessity. Nothing extra. Nothing unneeded. The bank is tall, but the wall is low. You see? That's their another structural characteristic. Okay, I'm crossing over. I want to see what's in the museum. Since I'm already here, it's called. There's some photos here, right? Okay. This street dates back to the end of 19th century when the right bank of Miljacka River was regulated. At that time, it was called a Plovke, is a baron and the head of principal government. So from this place on 28th June 1914, Gavrilo assassinated the heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, Franz Ferdinand, and his wife Sophia. The guy's name is Gavrilo Princip. 1914. Oh, that was a capture and arrest. Museum of the city of Sarajevo. I go take a look. Alright, so this is still the Miljacka River. And at a different spot of which I found this big building, yellow and the red, interlocking in color scheme. This reminds me of Cordoba in Spain. They have arched wall with spindles, and yellow and the brown, or yellow and the gold, or yellow and the red, interchanging. Very Islamic look, perhaps. That's what I saw in. That's what I saw in Cordoba, Spain. You see the red roof houses on different layers. And this is another bridge. It's not that bridge. Doesn't have that really arch look, but it's still stone and bricks. And I found some plastic bottles and bowls and containers. I'm not sure those were intentional. It was just too bad. I hope it was. If it was not intentional, hopefully this will be removed. It's too bad. Garbage in the river. Oh. Today I just do an overview. I will not go into any particular buildings for a detailed view, including the museum of that land bridge assassination. Perhaps on the 26th, if I have some time to spare, I will visit the museum. So for now, I do just overview of the city. This part of the river is a lot quieter. It's not as running crazy. A lot quieter. You see the backdrop, houses on different layers of the mountain. This may be a Monas village, Monas village. So I'm gonna go ahead that way just to take a look at what I can see. All right. I have pedestrian light in my favor and another light in my favor. They're policemen, nice uniform, cute. What is pension? Is a motel, hotel, something? Maybe that's what it is. I would love to climb up that stairs, but there is no other people doing it, so I don't know if I want to do it alone. Their fruit stand, different fruit, orange, apple, pear. Alright, so my first battery went off. Now it's a second battery. It's about 1 p.m. local time. That should last until the end of the view today. That battery, the second battery. You see this fountain, right? So now I'm climbing. One of the roads is leading upstairs, right? So walk with me to see what I can see. This original, the cobblestone roads. Very old looking. Even the walls are old. Okay, I'm climbing now. Cafe, outdoor cafe with canopy. Okay, my feet started to hurt a little. Colorful chairs. Coffee. One thing I see so far in Old Town is a cafe, pastries, no vegetables. I don't see people eating vegetables. In the market that I just passed by, I did not record the interior of the market. It was meat, cheese, More meat, more cheese. Like I saw like 35 meat and cheese stands and the one vegetable stand. So that's what, not even 3%. People eat less than 3% in their meals. Vegetables. I'm climbing. I don't know what I will see, but I see people, so it's okay for me to join them. I avoid spots where I don't see people when I travel. Just ordinary prudence, good judgment. You can see I'm breathing heavily. Last night I had a big container of local yogurt that really helped with my system. Yeah. All the parking. Wow. You park here? How do you get out? Oh, it must be arranged like a valet parking. There's another road. That's a pavement. That's very recent. Yellow ceramic tiles, red ceramic tiles. More fruits, oranges, bananas, hotel, veggie. That's a pavement. That's a newer place. Okay, I see people. I feel good. This would be a very foreign place, but for eSIM, but for Google Map. Without eSIM and a Google Map, traveling would be very difficult. So nowadays, our travel is made a lot easier with all those. Oh, this is where the ceremony is, right? Not ceremony. The graveyard for the fallen. Oh, that's right. That's a bakery. I want to see why they have a stick out the window. Interesting. Why they have a stick out the window? Oh, that's for the pizza. They're making pizza. That's a local bakery. Hi. Oh, that's a long stick for the oven. Ah, that's so cute. Oh, I still have to be mindful because local drivers, they are fast. They drive fast. This is the, people call it the graveyard for those victims. Alright. Two-way traffic on the seemingly pedestrian zone. But in any event, okay, this is the graveyard. I'm gonna pay my respect by not talking too much. I don't want to take photo in here, just to record that I'm here. Okay, rest in peace, my respect. I condone violence. I don't like wars. I am against wars. I want my children and all children to live in a peaceful world, to enjoy life, to celebrate life. Okay, I'm not going to film too much. It's just me being here recording Sarajevo, part of Sarajevo's history. Okay, I'm not going to record too much. Bye bye.